The mob vote sucks, but not for the reasons you think, as what if I said we were the reason that the mob vote was absolutely horrendous? Yeah, you heard that right. Me and you are much more of a problem than Mojang themselves. Don't believe me? Well, after watching the rest of this video, you might just have a change of heart. Do you guys remember all the mobs that won that shouldn't have? I mean, looking back, it's crazy how we voted for the Phantom over the other options, right? Wrong. And this leads me to my first point, which is that hindsight is 2020. Nowadays, the Phantom is just really annoying and pretty useless once you get Mendy on your Elytra, but at the time, it seemed like a great idea as there was no flying hostile mobs in the overworld, and the possibility of getting punished for not sleeping seemed like it would add an important dynamic to the game. Even though the Phantom is the most hated mob in the game, if you go back 6 years ago, that was not the case, and actually it was praised all over the internet. By the way, I swear this community just loves to complain, because even for the mobs that genuinely benefited the game after the vote, we still find something to complain about in them. A good example of this was last year's winner, that being the Sniffer. This mob was loved by everyone before the vote, and won the election with an almost 1 million vote surplus. But during its implementation during the 1.20 update, that narrative started to shift, and unlike the Phantom, which looked good on paper but was way different in game, the Sniffer lived up to its expectations, but people were still not happy with it. This is just crazy to me, because I personally think the Sniffer is a great mob, but I guess just like that, people switched their opinion of it. To conclude this video, all I have to say is that no matter if it's a mob like the Phantom which did not live up to its expectation, or a mob like the Sniffer that did live up to its expectation, the community will always find some sort of reason to complain and then somehow blame it all on Mojang. It's happened since 2017, and it will continue to happen this year and every year that follows. I'm not saying that Mojang is perfect or that they don't deserve any criticism at all, but at the end of the day, we are not voting for the entire update. We are just voting for a very small part of it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that in the time that people spend hating on the mob vote, they could be using that to spend more time with their family, learn a new skill, or to just play Minecraft in general, as all those options are infinitely better than getting mad about a mob vote in a video game.